everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel, and I am back with a tropical Christmas. Last time we had left everyone to take a nap. They are taking a nap because they have just traveled from oh gosh, I forgot the name, but we're in Boracay officially now, but the place at which we weren't in Boracay, I forget the name. And that is okay. Because today in the game, it is December 14th, 2023, about 10 days before Christmas Eve, and it is evening time because um, we had Maha and we have Isagani and we have Chace. Those two are sharing a room. Maha's in her own room, and then oh my god, I don't remember like his real name, but the Daredevil guy and his assistant are also in their own place. They were very nice. The Daredevil was very nice and like offering rooms for everyone. It's like storming outside. It's terrible. And since it was such a grand adventure on the boat coming over, they definitely needed to rest. So that's where we are. That's where we are now. So let's just get into it and see what exactly is happening. A phone is ringing. Bring, bring. I don't hear the sound effect.
Wait, hang on. Hello?
That's such a cute expression.
Hey Chase, my man, my star performer. How you doing?
Derek, please leave us alone.
Derek? Again, boss? I'm on vacation. I just got here in Boracay. There's a storm.
Honestly, I block his number at this point.
Chase, the Jenkins Harvard project. Have you checked it yet? That stupid B-Les will be in so much trouble.
Excuse you, Derek. First of all, I don't think you're treating your employees very nicely in general. What about this Liz character? Even if Liz messed up, not appropriate for work. And also, you can be frustrated about the situation. Sure, I get that. But you are also ruining your relationship, working relationship with this Liz person, with Chace. I get it, you're the boss, but this is too much of an abuse of power, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah, on it.
Without waiting for his response, I ended the call and tossed my phone onto the bed, feeling annoyed to even hear his voice. I too, I'm annoyed for you, Chase. I leaned back, staring up at the ceiling, trying to process what had happened. I was exhausted, and it took a second for the events of the day to sink in. Then I glanced at the clock on my phone. 6:20 p.m. 6:20 p.m. Wait, 6:20? I slept that long? I bolted upright, feeling my heart race as I checked the time again. There was no mistaking it. I'd slept all day. Also, plus, like, I know Jace just got there, and there was the one night of sleeping at Maha's before we went on this grand adventure across the stormy seas or whatever. I mean, I'm, you know, making that a little bit more dramatic than it needs to be, but, not enough sleep. Also, you're still jet lagged. Like, this is like day 2. I'm surprised that you didn't sleep for longer. I locked my phone and saw a message from Isagani sent hours ago.
Hey, I'm exploring the hotel. You were out like a light, so I didn't want to wake you.
That's nice.
Do whatever you want until 7 p.m., and we'll have dinner with Junho and Liang at the buffet. The two of them want to have dinner with us.
That's good. We're at 6:20. We have plenty of time. Wonder what Isagani ended up doing. I swung my legs off the bed. I mean, there's probably lots to do. And headed toward the window. The storm was still relentless, the rain beating against the glass in heavy sheets. The sky was dark, with flashes of lightning illuminating the horizon. Isagani was right. The storm lasted the entire day. I quickly freshened up, splashing some cold water on my face in an attempt to wake myself. Gym? Gym it up? Lounge? It's either the lounge or the gym. I am not going to the beach. Also, it's not good to stay in your room. I'm gonna go to the gym. I decided to check out the hotel gym, figuring it might help me burn off some of the restlessness I was feeling after such a long nap. Even though I have like 40 minutes to do so. That's also true. I did not think about that. The storm outside still made it impossible to go anywhere, and I figured a quick exercise might help clear my head. I mean, you can stretch. I like stretching. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was like, that's Isagani. As I pushed open the glass doors of the gym, I was surprised to see Isagani standing by the weights, looking over the equipment with a curious expression. The gym was empty, save for the hum of the air conditioning. Isagani turned when he heard the door close behind me and flashed his cheerful smile.
Hey, Chase. Didn't expect to see you here. You're finally awake.
Same. I didn't peg you as a gym guy.
Why? I'm sorry, I'm just like, he sails boats. I mean, not that you can't, like, I guess, like, okay, so, like, working out in that manner is, like, that's, like, physical labor. That's, like, how you know, work out your muscles and stuff. Versus, I would think he would, like, or maybe he's not. Maybe he's just curious because there's really nothing to do. But, like, I don't see why he couldn't be a gym guy. Chase, you're a gym guy. I've made you a gym guy if you know, by my decision. But anyways, let's just continue.
I'm not really. I just don't have stuff like this back home. No money for it. And honestly, no time either. Too many jobs on the island, you know?
Okay, see? Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, so the whole thing about him working out via, like, physical labor makes sense. I could see that. He could be a gym guy. And also, it's really just more, like, lack of resources and time, which I get. Personally, I don't, like, have equipment like this at home either. Not that I would call myself a gym person, but I guess to some degree I am. But anyways, I would also be curious. Also, the fact that everyone is kind of stuck in the hotel, like, because of the storm, this makes a lot more sense that Isagani was checking things out.
No time? What jobs would that be?
Working as a tour guide mostly. I also work as a boatman. Sometimes help at a local Chinese restaurant washing dishes. Anything that gives me money, I can do it.
We're working hard around the clock, Isagani.
During peak season, I even drive the tuk-tuk.
Oh, you do?
Tuk-tuk? What's that?
Oh, you don't have that in the States? It's like a tricycle.
Hell yeah, the tricycle. Miss those days.
No, we don't have those. And I understand. I barely find time to work out either.
Tuk tuk. Yeah, it's hard with busy schedules. Like, it's one of those things where you just have to incorporate into your routine, and even then, it's hard. Anyways, I glanced around the gym. It wasn't anything extravagant, but it was well equipped with a variety of weights, machines, and cardio equipment.
Yeah, this is definitely nicer than my usual setup, too.
You work out too, Chase?
Hey, just because I don't look like, you know, a gym bro doesn't mean I don't try.
Wait, I didn't say that. It just took me by surprise. But yeah, it does make sense since you're so lean.
I guess I'm more of a twink.
A twink? I don't know what that is, but come on, let's do a set together.
I love this, like, cultural, like, just difference in, like, language things and cultural things. And I'm like, ooh, interesting. What's that? He smiled, motioning for me to join him at one of the machines. I hesitated for a moment, watching as he effortlessly lifted a set of weights. Hell yeah, we're joining him. I joined him, awkwardly adjusting the machine. We need our exercise, otherwise we're gonna feel like this energy that we had wanted to get rid of inside of ourselves, so we don't want that right now. I watched him flex his muscles as he lifted.
I really don't do this often.
I felt a bit out of place as I started on the weights. Isagani watched, his eyes softening as I struggled a little with the resistance.
Just take it slow. Don't worry. Take it one step at a time.
I mean, just do what you can, Chace. That's all that matters. I looked up at him, and for a second our eyes met. Something about the way he was looking at me made my heart race. Tension.
Okay. Thanks.
Just adjust it like this, and then hold it like that.
I will say, I've learned a bit about some weightlifting only because I go to a place and they tell me how to do said thing. Otherwise, I would have no idea. I mean, I guess like things like TikTok, if you follow content from like, you know, people who do fitness, like they're fitness influencers or whatever, or just people who like care about, you know, being like physically active and such, they're really good at showing those things. And I really like that content too, because it's like very helpful, I think, if I didn't have if I didn't go to the place that I go to. It's nice to have resources like that. We worked out in silence for a while. What kind of workout? We're doing bicep curls? Like, what's happening? The storm outside occasionally rumbling through the walls of the hotel. Isagani seemed to relax, his body moving with ease as he guided me through a few more sets. Even though I wasn't used to this kind of exercise, it felt comforting, somehow. After a few more reps, we both sat on the bench, catching our breath. The quiet settled between us, and I found myself glancing over at him.
You really don't have much time for this, huh?
Yeah, life on the island is very hectic. Lots of tourists, guests, visitors. Sometimes it feels like I'm always moving, you know? Like you don't have a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Work keeps me busy too, even when I'm not supposed to be working. My boss called me this morning, actually.
I rolled my eyes, thinking about Derek and the company I'm working for. He keeps whining about the Jenkins Harper project and my coworker, Liz.
Now that you mention it, he called me again a while ago.
Isagani chuckled, opening his eyes to look at me.
Sounds like we both need a break.
Huh, you both need a break. Mm-hmm.
We both needed Barakai. Who knew?
Isagani glanced at his watch, his eyes widening as he realized how much time had passed.
Oh man, it's almost 7 p.m. We've got to meet Junho and Liang at the buffet.
I blinked, still feeling a little sluggish from the workout, but his sudden movement snapped me out of it. Already? I glanced at the clock on the gym wall. Sure enough, it was almost time.
Yeah, we should get cleaned up. I don't think we want to show up looking like we just worked out.
I agree. We're both kind of sweaty, even with all this air conditioning.
Your bodies were doing what they needed to do. We hurried out of the gym. My legs were a little shaky from the workout, but I tried not to let it show. Oh, so like a leg day. We made our way to the elevators, and I caught a glimpse of myself in the reflective doors. My hair was a mess, my skin still a little flushed from the workout. I looked over at Isagani, calm, collected, his hair still looking as effortlessly perfect as ever. I am jealous of people who work out and still look really good. I look terrible. I look terrible. I look like I definitely worked. Terrible is maybe not the right word, but I look like I definitely worked out when I have worked out. I am jealous of people who have worked out and they don't look like they have. It's a thing they do.
You good?
He flashed me with a soft smile.
Yeah, I just need a quick shower, that's all.
We reached our room and Isagani opened the door for me.
You go ahead. Oh, wait.
No, please, you go take a bath first. I need to prepare some clothes.
Oh, okay. I'll be quick.
He nodded, heading into the shower. I could hear the water running as I slumped on the carpeted floor. Oh god, I might need a minute. Isagani came out a few minutes later, his hair slightly damp but neatly combed back.
Your turn. I think I forgot something at the gym. I'll go grab it. Let's meet up with the others downstairs, okay?
I nodded, grabbing some fresh clothes before ducking into the bathroom. The hot water was a welcome relief on my sore muscles. Fair, fair. Oh, is this the little lobby? Stepped out of the elevator and made my way through the reception area, nodding briefly at the receptionist.
Here, sir. This way to the buffet.
I followed him and entered the buffet, noticing it was a bit quieter than I had expected. As I walked, the open design of the space became more apparent. Large portions of the walls were open, providing a perfect view of the storm-lashed beach. The wind howled outside, carrying the sounds of the crashing waves against the shore, and I shivered from the cold. The buffet area was quiet. There's no one here yet, apart from a handful of hotel guests and some staff setting up the tables and restocking the food. The place is laid out nicely, with long tables covered in neatly folded napkins and lit by soft, warm lights that flicker in contrast to the wildness of the storm outside. Nobody from our group had arrived yet. I was expecting Juno to be the first one to arrive. Hell, maybe even Isagani. Then near the beachfront, just under the protection of the buffet area's roof, I spotted Liang. He was talking to a young woman around his age and an older man, probably in his 50s. Curious, I made my way over, feeling the cool breeze from the storm whip around me. As I approached, Liang looked up and saw me, waving with a smile. Hey, buddy.
Chace! You're early. Over here. I'd like to introduce you.
The woman beside him smiled shyly as I got closer, her apron catching my attention. It was printed with the logo, Taiwan Milk Tea.
This is Perla, my little sister. She works for a little milk tea shop near here.
Oh, hi, Perla.
Really? didn't know you had family here, Liang.
Me neither. That's fun. That must be nice.
Well, now you do. Pearl is the only family I have. Come on, sis. Introduce yourself.
Wow, you're such an extrovert, Liang. I feel weird when I'm like, who do I introduce people to? Even when I know I'm supposed to do it, oh my gosh, it's so hard.
Hello, Chace. I've heard a lot about you already. Liang's been talking about his Boracay trip non-stop through text.
Nice to meet you too, Perla. Taiwan milk tea, huh? I'll have to stop by and try some while I'm here.
Oh, for sure. I'll hook you up with our best flavors. How are you liking Boracay so far?
I glanced at the dark sky and the tumultuous waves crashing against the shore outside.
Well, Boracay's definitely different from what I expected, that's for sure.
Well, the weather's being very dramatic today.
I
I
agree.
hope you'll stay. You'll see that it's gorgeous when the sun shines.
We're staying through the holiday, so here we are. I'm sure it is very lovely. She doesn't really look like Liang, to be honest. But I'm not going to be a rude friend who will tell that to their face. Nope.
I hope the storm stops soon, though. Visitors have been scared to leave their hotel rooms. It might affect our sales if this goes on.
By the way, this man's name is Keith. He's an aspiring musician from Germany. He's now living in the Philippines with his 3 kids.
Oh.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Chace.
Pleasure's all mine, Mr. Keefe. Really? 3 kids? That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah. I've been singing around town, but it's tough to make a living off that alone. Kids need a lot to take care of, so Perla's been helping me find extra work on the side.
Oh, okay, so that's how you know each other.
I've been looking around for anything. I heard that there are some hotels that are looking for an extra hand. That's why I brought Mr. Keefe along.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. It's not easy, but I'm trying to make it work. Got to, for my kids.
I hope you find something soon, Mr. Keefe. What kind of music do you sing?
Mostly acoustic stuff. Originals and covers.
He plays the guitar too, and he's quite good at it.
I'm loving that we're meeting Perla and Keith here. I love even more characters in the story. I'm also happy that this is all voice acted already. I find it very difficult to keep anything, like, to keep, like, a full set of, like, voices straight in my mind, and I end up mixing them a lot, so this is wonderful for me.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm sure you'll find your audience.
And we'd love to hear you play sometime. I'm sure Junho would love the entertainment.
Thank you. Your kind words mean a lot.
Hey, Keith, why don't you and Perla join us for dinner? It'd be nice to have you guys around.
Thanks, Liang, but I've already got plans with my daughters.
Really?
Yes, they're at home, and I promised them I'd have dinner with them tonight.
His eyes softened, and there's a gentle fondness in his tone. Okay, he's being a good parent. I mean, that's pretty bare minimum there, but like I don't know this person. I'm sure he's being a good parent, but like good that we're meeting at least the bare minimum, and we will continue to watch you, Keith.
They've been looking forward to it all day. Can't let them down, you know?
That is so true. We love that, Keith. In the midst of his struggles, Keith still makes sure his daughters come first. It hits home. Reminds me of Dad. Reminds me how he would always bring food for me and my mom when he came home. I miss Dad. I miss Mom. I miss both of them so much. What I wouldn't give just to have them back. Even just for Christmas. I smiled at Mr. Keefe, offering a silent prayer. Dad. Mom. I hope you're doing all right up there.
Wait, Keith.
He leans toward one of the buffet staff members and whispers something. The staff member gives a quick nod and disappears into the kitchen. A few minutes later, the staff returns with a large paper bag, filled to the brim with takeout containers.
Here you go, sir. One family-sized order of chicken adobo, pork sinigang, and veggie kare-kare. And 6 orders of pork pinoy barbecue. All for takeout. Charged to the presidential suite.
Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. Chicken adobo, pork sinigang, the kare-kare, and some pork barbecue? Hell yeah. That's very generous.
Thank you, miss. Here you go, Keith. Just a little something for you and your kids to enjoy tonight.
Wow. Thank you, Liang. This means a lot. My kids are going to love it.
Huh.
No problem, man. See you next time.
Well, I better get going. I don't want to keep the kids waiting. Perla, Thank you for accompanying me today.
No worries, Mr. Keith. I would be happy to accompany you again tomorrow.
Mr. Keith turns to me, smiling.
Chase, it was nice meeting you. I have a feeling we'll cross paths again soon.
I'm sure. We're here for a while.
Yeah, I hope so. Take care, Mr. Keith. Have a good dinner with your kids.
That was very nice. With that, Keith gives a polite wave and takes his leave, the paper bag swinging in his hand. As he walks away, I can't help but think about how much he's doing for his kids. Also, get that food home safe, but this storm is no joke with a paper bag. It makes me wonder if I've been doing enough for Maha. She's the only family I have left. Such a lovely dad. Liang smiled, then turned to Perla.
You still eating with us, right?
Of course. It's been a long day of work, and I could use some good food.
Hell yeah, I feel that. We all made our way to the table inside the buffet area, where the storm outside still raged but felt far away within the cozy warmth of the dining space. Juno, Maha, and Isagani were already seated, and they waved us over.
How was Keith?
He and his kids were doing fine. Still looking for some extra work.
Good to know.
Ling and Perla took their seats at the table with us. Perla sat across from me, and I noticed she had a slightly curious smile as she looked around at the group. Juno seemed relaxed, though his focus was already on the food, while Isagani flashed me a smile, making me blush. Maha was busy taking pictures of the food. I love that. The buffet had an impressive spread. Seafood, roasted meats, fresh vegetables, and Filipino specialties that made my mouth water.
Well, let's eat, everyone.
Don't have to tell me twice. Honestly, you don't even have to tell me once. Thank you. Izagani quickly stood up and picked up his plate.
Finally! I'm starving.
So fair. Maha nods, already eyeing the dishes piled high on the table.
Look at all this food. I can't wait to try everything.
Hell yeah. The buffet table was a feast for the senses, overflowing with an array of dishes from all around the world. Steam rose from the trays, filled with rich, savory flavors, and the smell of spices, herbs, and roasted meats filled the air, mingling with the sweetness of desserts and the freshness of salads. There was a generous selection of Filipino delicacies, including a whole roasted lechon glistening under the soft lights, its crispy skin making mouth water. I haven't had roasted lechon, like a whole roasted lechon situation, in a hot minute. Not that I really want to, I guess sometimes, but, you know, I like the ambiance that it creates, because that's usually at parties and things. So to me, it's associated with, like, you know, celebration and things. So this must be really nice. Lechon! Aside from the Filipino dishes, there were Asian cuisines represented as well. Or other ones, rather. I spotted a station serving steaming bowls of ramen, the rich broth being served with cooked noodles, soft-boiled eggs, and slices of pork. The aroma of Italian cuisine wafted from another section, where creamy pasta carbonara was being served alongside a pizza with some cheese and tomatoes. Ooh. There's a pasta bar, where you will be able to customize your own pasta. Plates filled with mushrooms, cheeses, onions, garlic, and other stuff you can find in a pasta are there. Next to it was a display of sushi rolls, the delicate rice wrapped around fresh fish, some mangoes, ooh, crab meat, probably imitation. I mean, most likely. Though I don't know. I guess I don't know what the crab population is in Boracay. And vegetables, neatly arranged and ready to be taken. Also, would it be imitation at this place? Like, given, like, it's, like, high quality status or whatever. I mean, it can still have imitation crab meat, regardless of that. But, like, I don't know, like, what their standards are with the crab meat in particular. But anyways, that's just a random thing. As I picked up a plate, I noticed Isagani had joined me, his hands sparkling with delight, his eyes, rather, as he surveyed the food along with me.
I think I'm going to try a bit of everything.
It is so hard to do a buffet. Like, the last time I got to do a buffet was, like, last year. It was for an event that I ended up going to, and it's so fun, but it's so hard because I want a little bit of everything, but at the same time, there's just some things that are better, or, like, I really like a lot more, and so it's, like, hard figuring out what's the best, like, portions for, you know, optimizing that you get to taste the food that you really, really want to, and also really double up on stuff that you really like, you know? I don't know if people have, I'm sure people have this similar problem, but I don't know. I can't eat a lot. I mean, sometimes I can't eat a lot depending on the circumstances, but even then, like, at some point you have to stop. You can't, like, continue eating. Um, your digestive system would hate you after that, but it's hard. Anyways, we both filled our plates with a little bit of everything. I grabbed a piece of the roasted lechon and some of the fettuccine pasta, while Isagani served himself a heap of kare kare and lumpia. Ugh, I want lumpia so bad. I haven't had it in such a long time. I want lumpia. I should just make some, but I also, effort is involved, obviously. I could see the excitement in his eyes as he piled on the food on his plate.
Careful, Isagani. We need to save some so we can go back for another round.
That's right, but also I go ham round. Like, I know I said what I said, but, like, I go absolutely ham, like, for each round.
I can't help it. It's just hard to choose just one thing.
Mm-hmm. We walked together to the salad bar, where I noticed a small display of fresh fruits. Dragon fruit, mango, and papaya, along with a selection of cheese. Ooh! I bumped into Maha, who was already getting dessert. I mean, I want dragon fruit. I miss mangoes from the Philippines, is the other thing. Mangoes in the US, like, the ones that are commonly available, they're good, but they're not as good, you know?
Dessert girl? Already?
Hell yeah, I feel that. Get your dessert.
Don't judge me, Isagani. Oh, wait. They just refilled the rainbow sprinkles. I better go get some before someone gets all of it.
Hell yeah, Maha. Go for those rainbow sprinkles. I love the excitement.
And she's gone.
Wow, she sprinted. Is she always this quick?
That girl when it comes to dessert. Hey, come back here! Wait, boss! Your food! God dang it. Why does he always have to follow her around?
What's with that? Whatever. Anyways, I mean, I think I know, but we'll speculate later.
Liang, you haven't told me which sauce I should pick for my pasta. Hey!
There's plenty of time, everyone. As Isagani and I made our way back to the table, he suddenly chuckled to himself, causing me to raise an eyebrow.
What's so funny?
I almost forgot. I left my gift to Father Alon at the gym earlier. It would have been a disaster if I hadn't gotten it back. Good thing the receptionist found it. His name is Juan.
Father Alon?
Oh, I haven't told you about him yet. He's in charge of the orphanage I grew up in. He's pretty much been like a father to me, but that's not why I call him Father Alon. He's a priest as well.
An orphan.
I didn't know you were an orphan, Isagani.
I didn't either.
Really? I was. I grew up in the orphanage in Katiklan. You know, the place where you landed?
Yes, that is the name, Katiklan. Okay. The warmth in his voice surprised me. I'd never heard him speak about this side of his life before. I paused for a second, then lowered my voice to match his.
Wait, did you grow up with Maha in the orphanage? Does Maha know him too?
Yeah. We both grew up at the same orphanage in Katiklan. Maha was the first one to get adopted, so she left a little earlier than I did.
Babies.
But we were close. Very close. Even back then, we still kept in contact, even after she was adopted. I mean, I was there when her foster father died.
I mean, it's good that you guys had each other.
Don't tell her, but I still keep in contact with Father Alon. She thinks I've moved on, but, well, he's family. He'll always be part of my life.
I mean, that's fair. Though I also get Maha wanting to move on from it, but I can see both sides. But I get why Isagani is still in contact with Father Alon. Alon? I don't know. Okay. Anyways, Isagani smiled sadly, a faraway look in his eyes.
I won't say anything, I promise. But why don't you want her to know?
I think she just needs to feel like she's moved on from all of that Mateo stuff. She's built her life, you know? I know what happened between you and her.
He looked down at his plate, his fingers idly pushing around a piece of lumpia.
Besides, Father Alon and I kinda alike. Maha and him, they don't really see eye to eye. I think she really resented being an orphan, although I think she won't admit it.
I was quiet for a moment, trying to take it all in. It made sense now. Isagani and Maha were really close.
I love Father Alon. He gave me a lot. He's the reason I'm the man I am today. I love Maha too. She's like family to me. I was there when she told me she felt like a girl. I was there when she told me her new name was gonna be Maha.
He laughs, pointing to the dessert section. There was a tray filled with Maha Blanca.
I was like, you're gonna be a damn pudding?
Oh my gosh. I couldn't help but admire how open Isagani was being. For someone who usually kept things light, this was a rare glimpse into his personal life, and I felt honored to hear it.
I appreciate you opening up to me, Sagani. It's nice that you still keep in touch. And I promise, I won't say a word to Maha.
Thanks, Chace.
I glanced over at Maha again. She's at the pasta bar, lining up with the others. I couldn't understand why people are willing to queue for that. We both looked to the plates of food that we have on the table. My stomach roared. I haven't eaten in a day.
Now, let's eat before this gets cold. I'm so hungry.
Finally, let's dig in.
I'm sorry, I would have been ready eating during the whole conversation. I get it was serious, but also I've been like, yes, it is serious. Also, I'm sorry, I'm so hungry. Anyways, but that's good. I'm glad we had this little heart-to-heart here. And we get a little bit of a glimpse of the other character dynamics, like via this buffet situation. Isagani and I ate our food. Oh god, this is heaven.
Already thinking about getting seconds?
As we continue to eat, the others returned from getting their plates. Liang and Perla took their seats, and Liang gestured toward his sister.
Guys, this is Perla. She works at a nearby milk tea shop. Best bubble tea in town, I swear.
Perla gave a shy wave, her apron still tied around her waist. Juno raised an eyebrow.
Nice to meet you all.
Why is she still wearing that apron?
Are you still on shift, Perla?
No, my shift actually ended an hour ago. What about my apron?
Your employers aren't forcing you to wear that all the time, right?
Oh, don't worry. It's to promote the business, of course. Everywhere I go, people know I make the best milk tea in town.
I mean, you know, you're gonna be around, you might as well.
They don't force me. I just love the brand so much.
My company couldn't pay me enough to walk around in a uniform 24/7, and you're doing it because you wanted to?
Memories of my workplace flood my brain. Imagine if Derek wanted me to wear an apron or t-shirt for our company. Nope, not happening.
Hey, at least Perla's committed. She's getting free promotion everywhere she goes. Stop judging her.
Hey, nobody's judging her, Liang. We're just curious.
She's just doing what any committed employee who loves their job with their heart would do.
What are you getting at?
In fact, I would gladly wear a shirt with the White Devil's face on it wherever I go, to support the brand.
I love it. It's called having a building brand recognition.
Starting tomorrow, I'll wear said shirt with the White Devil's face and walk around the island for a promotion.
That means you already have said shirt.
Please no. Try that and you're dead, Liang.
What? Why?
We laughed. I see Maha and Isagani along with me. After a round of more chuckles, we moved on to talking about tomorrow's plans.
So once the storm lifts, what are we thinking for tomorrow? Beach day, island hopping, maybe?
I guess I will have to leave you in suspense, because today I do not have as much time as I usually do. And we will see next time what exactly this group is going to get up to. I'm very excited about that. I'm glad that we have met some more characters like Perla and Keith, and also have gotten to see a bit more of the character dynamic, and also that they eat in food, my goodness. I have questions about Chace and Isagani. I want to see where that tension goes. What's happening with Maha and Juno also is something I'm very curious about and excited about, so we'll see as we continue. And it's nice to meet Liang's sister Perla and how enthusiastic she is about, you know, her job and things. That's really awesome. So great. I will leave us here for now. If you like the video, please press the like button. If you'd like to see more of a tropical Christmas, feel free to subscribe to my channel so you can be notified of when I post another video. And also in the comments, if you'd like to tell me who or what, like who in the game, in the story, are you really most interested to learn more about, or is there a certain part of the story so far that you've really enjoyed? Let me know in the comments. Be happy to chat about it. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!